再生数が伸びていてもおかしくない頃だな。めちゃくちゃバズってるかもしれない。
Without a doubt, Aharen-san is the cutest and silliest anime of the season for sure, and I am just like absolutely in love with it. Like, no anime has hit closer to home than the last fourth of the anime, when you had Raidou kind of dreaming to potentially become a YouTuber, and for him discussing YouTube could be a dark mistress, and it shows him in front of a microphone recording and getting no views from it, but then him dreaming of a day where him and Aharen were putting up dance videos and making their way into like celebrity stuff and everything that occurred. And I was just like, nothing hit home more than that. And he ends up at the end of it, he ends up with his phone in front of him looking, and he's like, okay, we uploaded our first video. And I think the title was like, we try to dance or something. And it had like 0 views, 0 likes, no, not even a dislike. And he's just like, oh, dead from the inside. And that whole entire skit just was absolutely hilarious. I have been praising anime this season, like Komi can't communicate, for doing something very special, and Aharen does it very special as well. It doesn't make it noticeable like Komi does, where Komi, like, it has like, okay, chapter 41, chapter 42, chapter 43, etc., etc. This one is doing the same thing, but it doesn't announce that it's doing the same thing. So like in this specific episode, we had the beginning where you had bedhead and cutting the hair. Then we have the last part of it where it was like the YouTube and the dancing. We have the changing of the seats, the eating of the meatballs with like the I want to say cookery, the culinary class that they had to take together, like the home ec class that they had to take together. So it had all of these separate little stories that it was telling us, and it does it like in the exact same way, but again, it just doesn't announce that it's transitioning to a new chapter or a new story. It just kind of seamlessly does it, and I absolutely freaking love that. I love the comedy. I love that that they could be silly and cute together. I like how they were completely stressing out about not sitting together anymore and not being, Aharen was freaking out because she's like, no one's going to take care of me as much as Raidou takes care of me. I'm not going to be able to do X, Y, or Z. She was very sad about it. So his thing was, to make sure, because she was sad about them moving seats, he wanted to take care of her. So they get to share some time in PE class. And, oh my God, the scene where he's like, I can't even, Piplup, come here. So the scene where he has her in front of him, right? And he's like pushing her down. And the anime just shows a little egg being cracked. It's like, I was like, oh my God, I was freaking dying. I was absolutely dying from that. Like, that was so hilarious. She's just there, just like, and he was like, how flexible is she? And that scene just like, it absolutely had me dying. Like, this anime is pretty special, and it's not for everybody because some of the humor is dry, but at the same time, some of it's implied humor. It's not necessarily like, okay, this is supposed to be funny. It's just like, it just is what it is kind of thing. And it hits home for me. Every single scene hits home for me, from the haircut stuff to the bedhead stuff to the girl like wanting to get revenge and make Raidou bald, but didn't do it because she knew it would make Aharen sad. To Raidou wanting the meatballs and wanting to do something special for Aharen, but he ends up putting together like this spread of gross food that she eats it anyways. And they're able to pass the class and have like little angel scenes, like them passing away and seeing each other from the top. And I just freaking love it. That YouTube stuff, though, like, I'm telling you guys, like, that one really hit home for me. I was like, oh my God. And he had like all these dreams and aspirations, and they were instantly just killed off. Good thing is at the end of the episode, they end up not moving, so they're going to end up continuing their relationship, which is good. It's good that they didn't really move or need to move at all. And that was a real positive for both of them, so they can continue on their relationship and everything. But overall, like, Aharen-san continues to be, again, like I said, the cutest and silliest and extremely funny anime. But it's not like in-your-face comedy. It's just comedy, like it is what it is kind of thing. And it's just absolutely hilarious. I think it just, all of it that it's trying to do, it accomplishes it and it works. Unlike some of the other anime, unfortunately, that have launched this season, where it's trying to do something and it just doesn't work. This one, like, they very carefully curated everything in the studio. They very carefully, like, you know, as they're going from scene to scene, they made it like so that like it can really hit with you if you're paying attention and it resonates. And I just really love it. And unfortunately, their dreams are gonna have to stop from now. But you know, the little dances that they did were absolutely just ridiculously cute. But overall, that's my quick thoughts on this week's episode of Aharen-san. Love it. Love what they're going for. Love seeing their relationship continue to bloom and blossom. I love how close they are together, from putting on lip balm to, you know, they just have no, not filter, but they have like no bubble around them when it comes to each other. And I love that because the distance between them is like just like, it's just like that. And I can't wait till the day that they actually realize on what they're doing and see kind of how that sprouts from there on. Because I think right now they don't have that up because they don't think anything's wrong with it. But once they kind of maybe catch feelings a little bit, then maybe we'll start to see some of that kind of unfold. But for now, that's all I have on Aharen-san episode number 3. This week was absolutely hilarious and amazing, and I can't wait to see more. And I'll see you guys next week for episode number 4. Peace out.